Okay, here's a big question for you. Is there a secret behind making a man fall in love with you, ladies? An article posted on glamour.com says there are 13 ways to snag the perfect guy, but that article is stirring up quite a bit of controversy. Here to talk about all that is Match.com expert Dr. Yvonne Young. Good morning to you. Thanks for being here.
Hey, how are you?
You're even kind of raising an eyebrow at some of these tips. Which ones do you think are the most surprising?
Oh, wow. I think there's, let's just say this, common sense goes a long way, but there are also 13 steps to a hangman's noose, too. If we do things that are so desperate in order to manipulate someone into giving us their affections, I think you're headed down the wrong road.
Doesn't sound healthy either, does it? It just puts ourselves in a precarious, so to speak, situation.
Yeah, I think the easiest thing to do is just be yourself. Try being who you are as opposed to being who someone wants you to be, because how are you going to keep that up?
It can be harmful to women if you don't use the attitude that you're talking about, right?
It can be harmful to men and women. What we're doing is portraying an image that's not authentic. Don't you want somebody to love you not only for what you represent, but who you really are?
Of course,
yeah,
you do.
Yeah.
Well, we have the tips, and we're going to quickly show them just so you can kind of get an idea of what we're talking about, why people are going, are you kidding me? At least some people. Wow. So stock the fridge with his favorites, make him a snack after a little love, share his favorite TV show, gossip, brag about him to family and friends. But you feel like some of this is manipulated behaviors.
I think that you should just be nice to people. If I tell you, why don't you spin around 3 times and bark like a dog, click your heels? Is that really being who you are? No. So the easiest thing for us to do is just relax and be ourselves.
Yeah, because you can't really make somebody, so to speak, fall in love with you or make everything perfect in their lives. Because if the chemistry's not there, it doesn't matter what's stocked in the refrigerator. It's not going to be in the heart where it needs to be, right?
No, what I would say this in dating, especially in dating or even in an existing relationship, have fun, laugh a lot, and touch a lot. When I wrote one of my books, one thing I discovered is that couples that are happy touch each other about 10 to 12 times a day for no reason, and they laugh a great deal. I
love that. Yeah, I mean, it's just something so simple that just shows you care, right? I mean, it's just, so just let it come naturally, I think you're saying. At the same time, I think it's nice to do something if it's coming from your heart, right? I mean, it's nice to have some of his favorite foods around. And there's a certain way when you're not going too far and you're just doing something for someone you really love.
And beyond that, too.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be alone with you, why in the heck would anybody else want to be alone with you? So you have to have your own happiness and share that with someone else. Don't look for someone else to make you happy.
Oh, I think that is the most important advice you can ever have. And, you know, a lot of the times I always tell my girlfriends, I'm so close to them because you have to have that time. You have to have different people in your life to fulfill different areas. You can't expect one person who's the opposite sex to fulfill those things for you. It's not going to happen.
Well, that's the reason why dogs run under the bed. You know what I mean? I mean, who wants to be around someone all the time? Get a life until you find your purpose, until you start operating in your true, authentic self. You're not going to be happy with anyone, no matter who they are.
All right. I think it's excellent information to share. Dr. Young, thank you for being here today.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Fun conversation, too. You got to love that.
I love being around you guys.
Well, we're glad you're here.
Thank you.
We love you back. Jose.